It just looks so decisive when they go into forward line, Fitzroy, as compared with Fremantle. When they get it up in the forward line, there just doesn't seem to be a pattern to it. It's almost just bomb it into the goal square and hope.
They've been very proppy right throughout Fremantle. O'Reilly again holding up, showing some degree of frustration, calling his players towards him. The kick doesn't even reach them. McGregor couldn't complete it. Kicker continues to work hard at ground level. His kick doesn't find the one he wanted. He was looking for Waterhouse, but Nick Carter chops in. He's keen to drive it in long. Ridley's in the front position. Mellington allows it to go to the back. Johnson will get his third. He has.
Johnson just mopped up really well then. He knew that the ball was likely to go over the back of the pack and was ready waiting for it when it did. Just playing with a lot more confidence now, Fitzroy, and as the game progresses, it's just growing more and more.
Chris Johnson, the leading goal kicker with Fitzroy last year, opened the season in the back pocket and showed fine form there, but allowed now to go back into the forward line. A goal in the first quarter and 2 in this third.
So the margin now out to 56 points. Burton and Primus will do battle. Good bounce too. Burton taps it down. Norrish. The hand pass virtually straight up in the air. Waters concedes some ground. This is Chisholm. They're back at centre half back despite winning the ball out of the middle, if that makes sense. Kick it goes in short. Toya's got it. Toya swings it out wide. Running on down the ground. This is Chisholm. Carries it towards right half forward. Low trajectory kick in towards Hunter, who controlled it very well close to the ground. He's 40 metres out. The kick not particularly good. Tailor-made for Mann though. Worked himself under the ball, but was held. Well, that's interesting. Advantage has been paid and they've kicked the goal. Andrew Wills gets it. It was going to be Mann's free kick. And that was even a tough break for the Lions there, because Mann really worked himself out of the contest. He misjudged the ball in flight. An awkward one, certainly. It goes straight up in the air. Now Mann in best position there. Wanted front position, which was right. He camped himself about 5 metres from where the ball pitched, but as we saw, a clear free kick.
So Andrew Wills picks up his second goal. Matches his best performance to date. Big men go back at it again. Quick hands. Fitzroy, Carter to Rombotis. Neat little sidestep. Kick not as good as what he would want. Mellington and Ridley, they've been at it from about halfway through the first quarter. Stephen O'Reilly opened at fullback. Mellington started in full flight. Ridley has gone back to try and quell it, but really Mellington has, I think, been the difference between the two. He's given his side a real focal point at full forward. Bandy brings it back over the back dangerously. Rombotis is there. His kick slung Dwyer off the ground. Just the one behind him, Mick. 10 years of service at St Kilda. Some 80-odd games there and across the Fitzroy this year, and really bringing a wealth of experience to what is quite a young side, Fitzroy. Chisholm's kick in allows Bandy to run onto it, but he was unable to take advantage of it. Primus blocks for McGregor, who goes for Carter, who gets the free kick. Nick Carter, 11 kicks and 9 handballs. Towards centre half forward, it didn't reach Mellington. Waters dropping back. Waters in the return game after some time out with a calf injury, finds O'Reilly. Really, he hasn't given any flow across half-back. Each time Stephen O'Reilly's got the ball, he's propped. And Fitzroy have been able to take front position in the next contest, as they've done on this occasion. Clayton got it to Barker. Barker now off Waterhouse's Rombotis. His forward handball to Johnson. Following on is Carter. Kick number 13 is a good one, but not good enough.
It's another difference in the forward thrust, Terry. I mean, Fitzroy just seemed to be able to steady, whereas Fremantle are just under pressure and just have to bomb it in. Fitzroy seemed to have plenty of time.
Kick it short to the pocket. Comes back across the ground. This is Jones approaching three-quarter time. Fitzroy 13-7. Lead Fremantle 4-9. O'Reilly does well. Pay the mark. It is. After 21 consecutive defeats, Fitzroy with a chance to win one here. You would say gilt-edged, but I suppose given their record, you just can't say that. It's a game that they've got to win, but they've taken a massive step towards that result. Here's O'Reilly down towards half forward. Dockers not playing well. Hunter was up, waiting in front. McCarthy dragged off it. Mann knocks it down to the advantage of Wills. He's outside the 50. Comes back. Bacon goal square. Turns the defence around. Going back down there is Paxman. He played it very well. Conceding some height to Burton, but always shielding the ball with his body and able to concede just the behind. 4-10, 13-7. There's the time remaining. And Malloy, who's been very steady, looked all at sea last week at full-back, but a different player today. Risotto in the back pocket, running up towards half-back, kicks towards the wing. O'Reilly. In fact, it's Jones who knocked it down. Toya got a hand to it. Dwyer had it, then lost it. It spills wide of the pack. Clayton sends it out wide and quick towards the boundary line. It runs across. Scott Chisholm, part of a beleaguered defence this afternoon. They've worked overtime at either end, despite what the Breeze may have been doing. In terms in this game dictated by the Lions. Primus goes after it again, crashing in. Toya, nicely done. Kick it across to Edwards. That's better. Edwards running away from half-back. Goes to Mann on the outer side. Peter Mann throws it on the boot. Down towards half-forward. In front row. Time is the enemy. We're down to just over 20 seconds. He centers the ball. It's a 50-50 ball, and Malloy wanted it most. He had the bulk too. Collides with Mann, but got it to Bamford. Coming through Rombotis. He's been a very effective player. Back it comes to Malloy. Looping hand pass releases McCarthy. McCarthy, a low one down towards half forward, stretching back. Leach takes the mark. Coming up to three-quarter time. The last action of the term. Godden marks on the wing, and there's celebrations at Whitten Oval. After a trying week, the Lions now and their faithful could be forgiven for thinking they're just half an hour away from breaking the drought. In control of this game, it's 13-7 to 4-10. So that's close enough. A sense of occasion starting the final term. Fitzroy working into a slight breeze, but with a commanding lead. Primus goes up. Rombotis wins the ball. Puts it down towards half forward. Chisholm's in the road. Chisholm across the ground towards the wing. Pitches in no man's land. Clayton dragged down there by Edwards. Leach, good hand pass into space. This is Rowe. Rowe at right half back. Goes down towards the pocket. The right half forward, it bounces out of bounds in front of Hunter and will be thrown in. Just thinking this ground will always have a place in the hearts of the Dockers faithful. They won their very first game of football here against Fitzroy. And I guess this is returning the favour, so to speak, after all those losses. Fitzroy, a chance to beat the Dockers in a game they will well remember, as Boyd, or rather Rowe, kicks out of the congestion and kicks a great goal.
Tap by Burton found Rowe right on the button, and Rowe has converted it into a goal for Fremantle, so maybe this can sound the sign of the Fremantle Dockers coming back and really joining the contest.
Brad Rowe picks up a very belated goal for the Fremantle side.